Hello everybody. It's been a while since I've posted a video, and it's getting about that time for my 2-year review on this Kioti CK4010. If you've seen, I had a previous video where I did, of course a year ago, my 1-year review on this tractor and told you various things I liked or thought could be better. So now that we're at the 2-year, right at the 2-year mark, I have 223 hours on the tractor. Still loving it. I'll see if I can turn it on here and see the meter. And let's talk about a few things about the tractor and where we are now. You know, I reported the last time I broke this this light off, hitting a limb. I have since cut that limb that bothered me, and it's gone now. So I think I'm going to have that fixed, and I haven't had any more damage to the other light or this light since that time. So maybe I can, and that happened within a month of me getting the tractor, so maybe I'm got that issue solved. It won't happen again. But I know you're going to say something about I took off my top bar on the ropes. It's a pain in the butt when I cannot have it up, because I don't know if you can see in the distance, but I have these plum trees. I have them all across my property, and I can't mow under them with it up in the up position. I angled it down kind of in this way, and the problem with it is I hit my head quite often every time I'm trying to hook up an implement, and it's also difficult to fill the fuel and lift the fuel can up, and you keep hitting the ropes when it's down. So I just got tired of it, and if you roll it all the way down, it kind of messes up with my toolbox where it's mounted. So I just took it off. It wasn't doing any good part the way down anyway, so I just took it off. And so that's one thing I wish. You know, my previous tractor had the fuel can or fuel tank on the hood. You see a lot of people talk about they can't stand that. To be honest, I didn't have too much trouble with it. It didn't really bother me that much. But I kind of do like it in the rear of the tractor. But I don't. I wish. I don't know if it could have been done a little differently. Maybe I'd love, I guess, to have it underneath the floor pan there would be better. And let's see. All right, I still have, in my first video I talked about this leak, the power steering. I don't know if I can reach under here. You can see it on my hands there. The first time the dealer did the 50-hour service, I mentioned it to them. They said they tightened everything up, but I think it's the actual power steering pump that is. It's just a very slow leak. A couple drops. If I ran it for an hour or two, just a couple drops. Let's see. What else? Let's talk about issues. That's one issue. The light, that's my issue that I caused. I do have, let me open up the cover on it, and I noticed I was getting a little bit in this reservoir. I was having a little bit of the antifreeze and coolant leak out. Not from overheating. I'm not really sure where it's come from. I don't know if there's a slight, as it heats up, it expands this reservoir, and it's a slight leak. It'll be just a teaspoon. If I run it for a couple hours, there might be a teaspoon on the garage floor the next time I go to use it. So I'm gonna get them to look at that. The other thing, let's see what else I was going to say about that. The diesel particulate filter, I think with the 223 hours on it, I have had it go off. I think I've had it automatic Regen, it's either 7 or 8 times. I can't remember. It seems like on the average of about 30 hours. There's one time it did it in like 15 hours. And that was right after I had, I was hauling, I had 160, well, I had 80 tons of regrind, asphalt regrind dropped off, and I put it right there between these two trees. And I'd say about half of it I put down this road here. And the other half I hauled it all over my property. And I think my battery's about to go dead, so I better hurry up. So anyway, here's the one issue that concerns me about this tractor. It's been great other than I have, let me get on the other side. I have a leak, a slight, very, very slight leak in the center of the tractor, and this one concerns me. Right there. I'm nervous about that one because I don't know if I'm going to have to, they got to break this tractor in half. I don't know if it's just, I think it's just a gasket. Everything runs fine. It's just a few drops every couple weeks or a few weeks. Depends on how hard I use it. I don't know if I was doing so much with this asphalt, with the front end loader full, driving across, articulating across the terrain, that I just kind of loosened it, or I'm not really sure what's going on. But it's all under warranty. I just worry that I won't be able to look somebody in the eye and say I've never had a bit of trouble with it. So I did watch a video the other day of somebody with a Boomer, a New Holland Boomer 40 horsepower with a cab, and he mentioned going through his review, and he mentioned nonchalantly about having to break the tractor in half to fix a little leak underneath the middle of it. Yeah, like it was no big deal. Kind of just makes me nervous, even though it's I got full warranty. I'll do another review after I get my service done. I'm gonna do the service in the next 2 or 3 weeks. When I get that done, I'm gonna let you know how these three, this light getting fixed, the coolant leak or potential leak there, and this power steering, and the leak underneath the tractor. We'll see how Kioti does with their service, parts, all that. That's kind of the biggest thing I hear people talk about. They are nervous about parts for a Kioti, which does not have as huge of a dealer network as some of the other brands. Anyway, very pleased with it. It has plenty of power for everything I need to do. Lift capacity is great. But I'll do another review. We'll talk about that. It seemed like there was something else, but I don't want to drag it on. My battery's getting dead, and we'll see where we go. And maybe in about 3 weeks, I'll post a quick update on how things turned out at the dealer. Thank you.